Hey Cancer, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for July 29th, 2024. This is for Cancer. Last shuffle. Woo, coming out for Cancer. Let's see what's going on. So we have travel and we have a creative endeavor. I have to grab this candle here because it decided to go out right as I'm speaking and I can't reach the camera. So here we go. Travel, creative endeavor. Huh. This is interesting because they're talking about how far you've come. And you make things happen because of how far you've come, because of how prepared you are. You know what you need and what you don't need. You know what will work and what won't work for you. And it's something about an event. What is this event? With the creative endeavor, it seems as though you're able to make something out of nothing. It's a situation that could use a lot of help, tender love and care, attention, something here. But you know how to make it something work, even with limited resources. It's like you get more out of it than you put into it. The thing is, it's like they're talking a lot about how you've come a long way. And you may be put in a situation very mundane today, really seriously. Most of you may be put in a position where you're going to have to really make something out of nothing. This is giving off the vibe of someone who's like a great debater, great negotiator, a coupon king or queen, right? A Groupon king or queen. Like, this is someone who's like, I can get what I need. I'm really good at spotting true deals or true value in something versus what you're paying for it. With travel, Empress, Justice, High Priestess, and Two of Cups. It's like you have standards, and it's like you're not even biased. They're throwing out. They're talking a lot about how something is going to happen, or something has happened, or will, right? Or something's happening now, where it seems like I don't think you question what you're about to do or where you're going or what choices you're making or anything like that. It's not that, but something calls out the inner god or goddess in you, the one that understands that miracles do happen, that you don't have to put forth so much effort to get so much out of a thing, right? You know how to get like more value out of a situation or out of people than you ever put into it. um and I don't mean this to be like a selfish way. That's not what we're saying here. It's like, you know how to you value your resources. It's like you don't, it's like you're, when it comes to people, you're not like, if there's conversation, spirits saying to you less is more in all things, right? With everything that you do today, like, you spend less, you get more out of it, kind of vibe. They want you to be in that space. And especially if you are speaking to people, you're at work or what have you, less is more is the answer. Saying less, you know. High priestess always keeps her mouth shut, really. But the high priestess, it's not that she keeps her mouth shut. It's like, what am I going to tell this person for? They wouldn't understand. That's like going to somebody on the street and just talking to them about, my cousin Robert, right? And they're just like, do I know you? Yeah. So the high priestess is like, unless you're on a need to know basis, we don't, Um, so it's not like you're being, yeah, it's like a need to know, basically. Justice with that would say that only if it's going to create a balance, only if it's going to set some things straight. That's the only way, right? So they're wanting you to be in that space. They realize that saying less to people is giving you much more of an advantage, more leverage. I'm seeing someone who has an advantage, right? Excuse my throat. So we have the Queen of Swords with the Four of Wands with status quo. Mm, it seems like one thing I would be really, I'm not saying, okay, don't brag. Don't talk to anybody about how things have gotten better for you, because it looks as though you've got people who don't really, it's not that they don't care about what's going on with you, but they're really trying to celebrate themselves, or they're wanting to something about celebration of self, but not in a good way. I'm not saying that you're not in a good way, but there it's something about something is very unstable. Let's see, this status quo, it feels like there's so something is very unstable with this. I would be very careful. Just don't say, because the cycle of status quo is talking about everyone else around you in a sense, but also talking about the cycle that you're going through, which it's like biorhythms here, and it just feels like people are on in a space where they are. You're not going to get the reaction out of people that you may expect. I also see people wanting to be celebrated. This is not good. Like it's not the best. I don't know why I'm getting a bad vibe off of that, but now that it's showing like they would cut you off and then attempt to achieve the same thing. You know what I mean? Like you come, you're like, look at my new shirt, and then all of a sudden they slam the door in your face, and before you know it, the next week they're wearing your that shirt to the party. Spirits like keep things close to the vest. You have a certain level of like a certain standard. With the Empress, this is a standard, and I would keep a lot of that to myself. I would say that. Like you could be talking to people, because I keep getting this vibe of they're telling you to not speak too much to people. You could say one thing, and next thing you know, it's creating problems for you. The Queen of Swords and the Four of Wands with the status quo. It's like savage. Like it's not something you want to attract in your life. Victim mentality is Six of Cups and the Nine of Wands. So they're wanting you to abandon the way that you used to think about these things. You may be saying, why me? Being that person, Cancer, comes with a lot, okay? It's not a why me, but why not me? That's really here. So, like, you can't look at the past and just like, this has always happened to me. This is how people always treat me. I don't understand why they're doing this. The victim mentality would say that with the Nine of Wands, right? Nine of Wands is always the wounded warrior, the victim, right? Energy, which is funny would come out here, but they're asking you not to go, oh, why me? Six of Cups. Ever since I was this age, ever since I did this, this is how I've been treated. And they're saying, do not let yourself get to that point. Keep your standards, keep yourself. You're never alone. You, spirit is with you. Like, no kidding. This is what this is saying. You're not alone, right? You are one with spirit. You may even have like ancestors or something here. It's like you're never by yourself. You could always talk to a grandmother. You could always talk to, you know what I mean? And I'm seriously, like, you are an abundant individual. You've come a long way. Don't let anybody make you feel like you felt, back in that time, during that time, kind of vibe. It's like back in the day when this and this occurred, I always felt this way, and I'm this and that. And they're like, you're never alone. Don't worry about people. They want you to celebrate yourself and safeguard your wins. Safeguard them. I hope I'm making sense, y'all. Because I know sometimes these readings are all over the place, and I'm over here like, what does that mean, Spirit? What does that mean? But I hope made some sense, because this is interesting. They want you to know that you put in the work to be the person that you are right now, and there's nothing wrong with who you are, you know. But safeguard yourself and your wins and your heart here. They want you to keep, only if it's necessary to express it, should you express it. Otherwise, keep winning. You know what I mean? You could be dealing with a Taurus, a Libra, very strongly Libra, a Pisces, but we also have Aquarius as well. So you could be a Gemini, Cancer cusp. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Gemini cusp, or an Aquarius, Pisces cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.